What's up, guys? My name is Connor Smith. We're Group C2, and our group leader is Ari Simmons. We are cooking food from Zimbabwe and Southern Africa, and so you can try some at home. So,
of our group are Olivia, Keely, Tyler, Van, Connor, Alec, and Sadie.
The first traditional food we're making from Zimbabwe is nahopi, which is also pumpkin soup, usually made by grandparents for their grandchildren on school holidays. First thing we're going to do, we're going to turn on the stove here to high. Once boiling, we add some milk.
For the next part, we're going to add peanut butter to make the soup creamy.
Put some of that in there.
Next thing we're going to do is mix it up.
all right. Next, while the soup is heating up, we're gonna add salt and hot sauce.
Hold on. Served our guests, we mix it one more time.
Okay. The next thing we're gonna make is the Mahu drink. It's a farmer-centric favorites drink, and it's kind of similar to milk, but you're gonna see a couple finishing touches we're gonna add that are gonna make it different.
The modern version is made with instant powder, but we want to make more of a traditional version.
There you go.
The first thing we did was crush. Okay. The first thing we did was crush the remaining sadza into particles.
Yeah.
The next thing we do is add sugar and leave it to ferment in a tightly sealed container.
We kept it in the fridge for 6 months. Now it's time to check it out.
Yeah.
Wow, this smells great.
I'm really thirsty and a little bit hungry. This is what the farmers would drink.
The last thing we're gonna make is chidudu, which is baked ground corn. It's one of the simple foods from Zimbabwe, but is one of the most traditional ones and is very popular throughout. We're first gonna start off by steaming the corn, and then we're gonna add some salt and sugar to add an extra touch. Go.
The first thing we're going to do is add water. Now we're going to boil the corn.
Go.
The next thing we're gonna do is drain the pot so we can prepare the corn for the guests.
And the last thing we're gonna do is add some salt to the corn. Now it's time to serve the corn to our guests.
These are some of the dishes that are very famous, so we decided not to make.
Mibora is a traditional African dish hailing from Zimbabwe. It's made with a combination of pumpkin leaves, oil, tomatoes, onions, salt, and soda. Bicarbonate. The pumpkin leaves need to be washed carefully as they're usually full of soil. This is also a traditional dish, but we did not decide to include this. We just wanted to add some extra knowledge for y'all to learn about it.
This is another traditional food from Zimbabwe, but we did not include this in making it, but now I'm going to tell you a bit about it. So dovi is a traditional peanut stew from Zimbabwe made with crushed peanuts, garlic, onions, okra, vegetables, and other liquids. So the dish can be made with or without meat, typically chicken, goat, or lamb.
African food that we decide not to make, but we just want to give y'all knowledge about it. It's called chicken duza. It's a African dessert. It's from Zimbabwe, and these candy cakes, they're made with flour, butter, vanilla, sugar, yeast, eggs, salt, powdered sugar, and red food coloring. The dough is rolled into different balls, and then it's baked in like muffin tins and stuff, so until they rise.